He stood at the gate with a kitchen knife saying he's going to stab police.
Crime is on the rise.
Armed with an axe and a machete.
Trying to break into 2 separate houses.
But cometh the hour.
More units, more units.
Cometh the Interceptors.
Get on the floor! Out and running.
We're riding with West Yorkshire's elite. Alongside their pursuit drivers.
Contact, stand by.
On target with their firearms unit.
Use your horse, please, and beat them!
In the air with their eye in the sky.
Off and running.
This is the front line in the fight against crime.
Go on the ground!
This is Police Interceptors.
I cannot believe we get paid to do this.
Yeah.
Coming up,
It was just the sheer crazed look on his face.
toe-to-toe with a violent man.
Just blood dripping down my neck, all over everything, dripping down my neck.
Stand by, he's gone off-road.
On the heels of a pair of serial offenders.
Out, down, out and running.
And a backseat passenger puts up a fight.
Right, forward.
I'm going to have one of these. I'm not going to chew it.
Interceptors Carl, Charlie Farley and Paul Richardson have been crewed together for the past year, and they're kicking off today's 10-hour shift with a sugar boost. Gotta chew.
I forgot to suck that thingy. I'll try another.
Just got to carry on eating them until they're gone.
Paul's been on the force for 11 years. He's a fan of old-school cop show The Sweeney, where the flying squad ate villains for breakfast instead of fruit pastels.
Ooh.
The car on the hot list has pinged an automatic number plate recognition camera.
It's going towards us, whatever this is going to be.
It's a silver Corsa. It's been used in a number of make-offs without payment. And it's been using tape to change the VRM.
Sounds like it's on false plates, yeah.
Fitting false plates doesn't exactly say law-abiding motorist. The silver Corsa is without doubt a runaround for wrong-uns.
A vehicle that's been doing some make-off without payment.
Swapping plates.
And swapping plates. It's coming our way, apparently, so just keeping our eyes out open for it.
It's got to be around here somewhere then.
The Corsa is already a star of CCTV. Here it is making off from a petrol station without the inconvenience of paying.
Yeah, just to let you know as well, it's not registered on P&C, like it's registered to a Mercedes, but not to a Corsa.
Yeah, receive, thank you. Well, this is where it's come this way.
Silver Corsa, 2 o'clock.
Ooh, thought that was it then.
It's big, no, they're changing it, that's it, mate, I think that's going to be it.
It's the wrong registration, but Paul's spider sense says this is the car they're looking for.
They've been altering it with tape. Yeah. It's a Romeo 201, I think we're behind this.
It's going,
Corsa.
mate, it's going.
It's going as well.
The Corsa's away in a hurry. Paul and Charlie got a good look at the 3 men inside, but now they want a closer one.
X-ray Romeo 201.
Urgent.
201, vehicle failing to stop. It's believed to be involved in make-off without payment. We are on Moor Road.
We've got a vehicle failing to stop. We're on Moor Road.
Moor Road.
Units, please.
Yeah, we are 50 miles per hour in a 30 mile an hour zone. And we are travelling, just stand by 1 second, left, onto West Grange Drive.
Authorities text us 82 has been granted.
That's received, understood, and body 1 cameras are switched on.
Overtaking on a blind corner, he's showing no signs of stopping.
2:01, we are still Winrose Drive. We are 70 miles an hour in the 30. Vehicle is overtaking other vehicles. Stand by for direction.
The runaway courser's doing double the speed limit. More units are en route to intercept before its driver does some damage.
X-ray Romeo 201, are you earliest opportunity? Can you confirm the race because it's coming back no change?
They've got tape on it.
Yeah, they've got tape on it to mask the true registration. It appears to be, from distance, Golf Echo Charlie, but I can't confirm that.
The dodgy driver slams into a speed bump and almost loses it.
201, can you confirm this is still safe to continue?
With no hope of outgunning a BMW X5, the driver's getting desperate.
Stand by, he's gone off-road onto Aberfield Mount.
It's golf buggy a go-go as the Corsa drives through the rough and into a housing estate. Following that manoeuvre is a tall order in a big X5.
Happy to follow down here in X5.
Yeah, we're happy to follow it on in the X5. It's just a grass-verged area. It's gone right onto Aberfield Drive.
Right again, mate.
Then he's done an immediate right onto Winrose Approach.
Received.
The Corsa's carving through the back streets, leaving the X5 for dust.
Continuing on Winrose Approach. It's out, bailing out and running.
It's a dead end. Abandoning the car, the three suspects starburst in different directions. The Interceptors are hot on their heels, but can they catch up with the Corsa runaways?
Three to run in all different directions.
Charlie and Paul are pursuing three men in a runaway Corsa who made off from a garage without paying.
We are 70 miles an hour in the 30.
Failing to stop and displaying false number plates, it's an untraceable vehicle and the Interceptors suspect it's used to commit crime.
Yeah, they've got tape on it to mask the true registration.
The Interceptors are desperate to nick the three men inside, but they're not making it easy.
Stand by, he's gone off-road.
The suspects have bailed out and legged it in opposite directions.
Out, bailing out and running.
Charlie's after one. Paul's chasing down the other two who've made a break for nearby woods. Charlie's lost his man. And the pair Paul was after have also vanished.
Can you go back up there?
Dark blue tracksuit bottoms, dark blue top of them.
Now descriptions of the three suspects are being circulated, but it looks like they're long gone. Then,
Hello, mate.
something suspect emerges from the undergrowth.
What are you up to?
Anything? Just looking open.
Walking. What are you covered all in this for?
Apparently, we went into a garden just off the, 2 hours.
Covered in grass, out of breath, and a ringer for the guy Paul was chasing. We won't be needing Sherlock today.
Does he look like the person who's just jumped out of that car?
Check that now.
Charlie, I've got one detained down here, I think. The Afro-Caribbean male that came out of the back seat.
Nice one, mate.
Come on, buddy, let's go back to the car.
A passenger in cuffs is a nice little catch, but Paul's got bigger fish to fry. He wants to reel in the driver.
Where's your mates gone?
I'm by myself.
Oh, are you? You been running?
Yeah.
Sit yourself in there, buddy. For a minute, you're just detained, all right? But I believe you were the rear seat passenger that got out of that Corsa there, because you matched the description.
You're a black person?
No. You matched the description of blue tracky bottoms, blue top and a black coat that run out. Got nothing to do with your ethnicity at all. It just so happens it was an Afro-Caribbean male as well. What's your name, mate? You want to tell me what your name is? No? Okay. No problem.
No probs, for now, but Paul's got a surprise for you.
Right, okay. Give us your left index finger, that one there.
He's introduced to the mobile fingerprint reader. If you're known to police, then this nifty piece of kit will reveal it in minutes.
And your other one. Oh, this one here. You able to do it? That's cracking, mate. Thank you very much.
Meanwhile, Charlie's in no doubt that the clapped-out Corsa is a pool car. Unregistered, untraceable, and used by criminals to go undetected.
Nice bit of pipe for getting fuel as well. There's a piece of hose there which they use for siphoning fuel out of vehicles that are parked up overnight and all. They've changed plate. They're the original plates for it. That's not going to go back on the road. That is for sure. So, yeah, frustrating.
In over 2 decades on the force, Charlie's put more people in cuffs than Paul Smith. But it's the ones who get away that coppers lose sleep over. Letting the fellas slip through his fingers is grinding Charlie's gears.
It's just a shame. We just want a bit closer when they all bailed out. Managed to grip one of them.
The high-tech fingerprint reader has yet to deliver the passenger's identity, so Paul turns to old-fashioned detective work.
Just going to retrace my steps, because he's got nout in his pockets at all, and I think he might have dropped something on the way.
Paul's looking for a wallet or something with the man's real name on, but instead he finds a helpful handyman.
All right.
I was building a shed in the back garden and
Yeah.
well, obviously 2 of them ran out of the car. One went down the other gunnel.
Charlie, are you listening?
The man saw the suspect run into the undergrowth, so Paul pops his head in to investigate.
He's here. Come round, mate. Come round.
Round the side.
Charlie! I'm in here, mate. He's here.
Beautiful.
The suspect seems to be in a deep sleep. Wakey, wakey. Ah, it's just like Sleeping Beauty, if Sleeping Beauty had robbed a petrol station and hid in a wood.
It's him, because he could see white tails on. Up you
Get
go.
Stand
up.
Stand up straight. Get yourself together, young man. I've just woke up, I'm sorry. I've just woke up. I've just woke up.
If he thinks he can kid the cops with the 40 winks in the forest tale, then he really is dreaming.
I've just woke up. Hands behind your back.
Stand up properly.
Stand up.
I'm not hurting
Nobody's
you.
hurting you. Stand up straight. Please don't.
Come on. This way.
What am I supposed to have done? What am I supposed to have done?
You're under arrest on suspicion of dangerous driving, number of make-off without payment,
Sorry.
failing to stop. That's for a start, them 3. All right.
He's back in the land of Nod, and Charlie's sure that Rip Van Diesel here is the fuel-stealing Corsa driver.
Ecstatic. Yeah, the car initially came towards us. I'm happy he's driver. Absolutely. He must have gone to the left and gone round there. I don't know how he's got round there, but looking at him, I'm happy. And we want to drive more than anyone, so yeah, that'll do.
Sleeping Beauty woke up to anything but a fairy tale ending. He was already wanted by the police and was charged with 2 offences of making off without payment, 2 charges of dangerous driving, 2 charges of driving whilst disqualified, and 2 counts of driving without insurance. He pleaded guilty and was sent to jail for 14 months. He was also disqualified from driving for a further 3.5 years. The passenger, who refused to give his name, also turned out to be wanted. He was charged with previous offences of theft, aggravated vehicle taking, driving without a licence, driving without insurance, and failing to surrender to custody. He also pleaded guilty and was given a 12-week prison sentence, suspended for 12 months, plus a £500 fine in compensation. West Yorkshire Interceptors police an area of over 2,000 square kilometres, and the only thing they can predict about any given shift is that it's unpredictable.
Every day is different, and something that could be routine and mundane normally can turn out to be a big job. And you've just got to watch your back and watch your colleagues back and make sure you're all safe.
It's the night shift, and all's quiet on the Bradford front for Richard Clark and Nick Priestley. But after a combined 39 years on the job, they expect the unexpected.
The thing about this job, you don't know what's going to happen from 1 second to the next.
Clarkey's proudest police moment was when a gang of car thieves were sent to jail for a total of 54 years. He's got a well-developed copper's gut instinct, which may come in handy tonight. Because a car on the far side of the roundabout has triggered the old Interceptor intuition.
It's waiting for us to go.
It's nearly 10 o'clock at night and the industrial estate they're leaving is closed. Odds are they're not looking for quick fit.
No, just stop it, mate.
The black Toyota pulls over.
It just stood out with, I think, a couple of 3 lads in it, and where it was, there's nothing around there apart from commercial units, which are shut.
Here comes the driver, who opens the back door and makes himself comfortable.
How are you, bud?
He may be trying to draw attention from his car. It won't work.
You been near any cannabis tonight?
Oui. No, my friends have. I don't smoke.
Okay. You smell quite strongly of it.
Clarkey follows his nose to the driver's mates.
I will do enough percent.
Who's been smoking cannabis tonight?
Early on the other time.
Where?
Not in car. We're doing outside.
Just going to search these lads. Right, hold on. You stay in there. Shut the door, dude. Jump out, mate. Right. Because there's some remnants of cannabis in there and it smells of cannabis.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop search you. All
Okay,
right?
mate.
All right, because I believe you've probably got some cannabis on you.
Oh, no.
It's your opportunities now.
Nothing, mate. Nothing like that.
To give it to me.
No, nothing like that.
The backseat passengers getting a chance to fess up.
What you got in your pockets? Stick it on that boot there. If I find someone, I'm going to be really upset. You know that?
Nothing, mate. I promise you. Come on now. I've got better things to be doing, mate.
All right.
Wasting time, mate.
He sounds convincing, but Clarkey's checking he's emptied all of his pockets.
What's that, mate?
It's a bag of white powder.
Huh?
Say again?
What's that?
And they don't know what else the suspect could have on him.
Down on the floor now!
Down.
He's putting up a fight, and it's taking both interceptors to restrain him.
Stop resisting.
I'm not resisting, mate.
Well, you clearly are, aren't you? Give me your hand.
Wait, get back!
As Clarkey and Nick are tied up, the front seat passenger makes himself scarce.
Right, listen to me. What I'm going to do, I'm going to sit you up with your back to the front wheel. All right? You are not getting up. You are just sitting down. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay, don't get up, because it'll hurt you.
Hey, dude. You're under arrest. Possession of a controlled substance. What'd you do that for?
I'm just a bit drunk, mate.
The driver's still locked in the back of the cop car.
Okay, mate, you're free to go.
Oh, what's happening?
But it's the back seat passenger who's getting nicked.
Right, just come with me.
Yeah.
All right, don't stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to get up, mate. I'm not going to carry you.
Stay there.
The cavalry arrives to cart him off to custody.
Started searching him. Went in his little Johnny pocket, front at corner at jeans there, and pulled a bag of powder out, and he just pushed me. Started going.
As Nick takes the car to the station for a search, Clarkey reflects on what started off as a straightforward stop.
He's quite a big lad as well.
Can't tell if it's got a GD plate or not.
And then you got to start thinking to yourself, when somebody makes a break from it, when they're actually so close to you, what else are they hiding? What else have they got?
The answer to that question is something extremely frightening. An open blade with an easy reach on the dashboard could have been life-threatening for Clarkey.
You know, had the passenger to pick that up and had a bit of an up and down with Clarkey with that in his hand, it's a different kettle of fish altogether. He sees it a grab. You know, we don't like stuff like that. It's a worry for me. That's life-changing, is that. That goes across your face and that's you. You're done, aren't you?
The backseat passenger who tried to make off from Clarkey was later released with no further action taken. It was decided not to forensically test the white powder found in the man's pocket because it was such a small amount. The cops seized the blade found in the car. Coming up, a full-on fist fight for Steve.
But it was just the sheer crazed look on his face.
Right, onto Roundwood Glen.
And a dodgy driver goes cross-country.
Yes, he's gone off-road.
Across the UK, an average of 70 cops are assaulted in the line of duty every day.
It is a dangerous job. Police officers have been killed in the line of duty and they've come to work and not gone home. It doesn't get much more dangerous than that, and you have got to be prepared to go into any situation.
Get down.
And knowing that when you come to work, you know that you're putting yourself at the risk of coming to some harm.
Despite wearing stab vests and carrying batons and parva spray for self-protection, interceptors on the front line face danger on a daily basis. Steve Oliver's on patrol, but 24 hours earlier, while hunting a red Skoda Fabia, he was the victim of a savage attack. Now he's returned to the scene of the crime.
So I'd been looking for the red Fabia, and as I'd driven along the road behind, I'd looked into this street and seen the Fabia parked up.
As footage from his in-car camera shows, Steve clocked the wanted Skoda by chance in a quiet side street.
My initial thoughts were the vehicle had been abandoned. I've sort of stopped, looked in, and as soon as I've looked into the offside wing mirror, at that point I've seen the driver looking at me, and the driver started revving the engine and actually started shouting through the open window, putting his head out, words to the effect that he's not going to stop, and he doesn't see why he should.
Single crewed, Steve called for backup, but had to act fast to stop the car getting away.
7-8 vehicles trying to make off from a Grantham Road, just near the university.
The driver appeared to be attempting a three-point turn, and Steve nudged his car closer to block his escape.
7-8, we can go to the drop. 2 seconds, he's playing silly buggers at the minute.
The Skoda stalled, and Steve pounced.
The first thing he's done on notice is he's taken the keys and is straight out of the car. What struck me was he's a scrawny lad, but it was just the sheer crazed look on his face.
The guy wasn't giving up, and bystanders filmed the tussle on their phones. After being thrown to the floor, Steve had no choice but to take drastic action.
I've managed to get my spray out, my parva out, and I've sprayed him fully in the face with half a can, but it had absolutely no effect on him whatsoever.
A tiny minority seemed to be immune to parva spray. Unfortunately for Steve, he was toe-to-toe with one of them.
Still in an absolute rage as he's come towards me. Fist clenched, and I could see the keys in his fist.
The driver punched Steve in the face, using more than his fist. He used his keys as a weapon. Steve drew his baton for protection, but realised he was seriously injured.
I could feel the warmth trickling down the side of my face, and it's at that point that I've realised that there's just blood dripping down my neck, which I think was possibly caused by the key in his hand that he's then used as a weapon.
He was making headway with his attacker when a member of the public got between them, and the suspect made a dash for his car.
He's obviously thought, sod this, I'm off. Got back in the car, locked the door, started the car up. I'd smashed the windscreen to try and stop him, try and blur his vision as he's started driving off.
But Steve wasn't out of danger.
He's then reversed up. My car's been in the road, he's deliberately smashed into the back of the car. And accelerated away, leaving me and my damaged car and bruised ego in the middle of the road.
The driver who assaulted Steve and drove off handed himself in at the police station. By driving a vehicle, he was in breach of a sexual harm prevention order issued to him 3 years before. After pleading guilty to assaulting a police officer, dangerous driving, criminal damage to the vehicles, and breaching the Sexual Offences Prevention Order, he was jailed for 18 months and banned from driving for 2 years and 9 months. And Steve needed urgent medical attention.
The wound was glued back together and then a couple of steri strips over the top. And it's when, sort of in the cold light of day, you think, you know, he's using a key as a weapon. And essentially it is a small knife. And you think it's close to my eye, even a good punch to the side of the head where it's soft in the temple, and that would have pretty much been lights out at the time. When you look back on these things, you do sometimes think, you know, it's a lucky day.
Interceptors are made of stern stuff. And patched up Steve is back on the road and showing the ropes to rookie Harry Preble.
Just look, I always tell people this, look at the body language guy and look at him like I'm super.
The body language of this Audi says iffy.
If you watch the way he was driving, it's towards centre.
Yeah.
He's up close to the car in front. It's almost as if we get behind him and put lights on, he's just going to pull out and go. Hence body language of the car. You see, straight in front of that car there.
Ooh. The driver seems so keen to put some distance between him and the cops that he pulls straight into the path of an oncoming car. As Harry runs the Audi through the computer, the driver pulls off the main road.
That's what I thought he was going to do. Go in.
Contact since August 2017.
Here we go.
Blues and twos, and the driver of the untaxed Audi hits the gas big time.
X-ray Romeo 3-1 urgent. Vehicle failing to stop at bank. Stand by for details.
The Audi's reaching nearly double the speed limit and getting faster.
Black Audi. Double crew, TPAC terrain, request TPAC authority, please. We're heading in towards the Ravenscliffe estate at this moment in time.
It's 8 o'clock on a Friday night in the height of summer. The estate's busy with children playing, but the dodgy driver's booting it. Steve suspects he knows the area well.
Yes, we are indeed. We are right onto Roundwood Glen.
The reckless runaway then makes a potentially lethal move, mounting a grass playing field at nearly 30 miles an hour.
Yes, he's gone off-road. It's a large expanse of grass we haven't followed.
After being assaulted on the job, Steve's taking no chances and calling in backup.
Steve, whereabouts? I'm on Roundwood Glen.
Yeah, you must be behind me, mate. He's turned right across that grass there, back up towards Ravenscliffe Drive, main road.
Yeah, Mike.
Ravenscliffe.
The playground detour was a waste of time. Steve's all over him.
Back towards you, mate, on Roundwood Glen.
As backup arrives, yet again, the driver of the Audi's gone off-road.
He's gone straight across Painley Avenue. We're still on. He's turned right, over grass again. He's gone back down towards Roundwood Glen. Get in.
It's not safe for Steve to follow on this busy estate, but he's not giving up the chase.
Runner. Yeah, it's Osterley Grove. He's just bailed out.
The driver abandoned the Audi and legged it.
Where's he gone? He's in there. Gone in there. Find out where he's gone.
Where's he gone?
Spice, he's coming towards you, mate. Coming towards you.
The locals don't appear to have seen the suspect.
Where's he gone? He didn't get as far down as here. As soon as he ran from the car, he ran between all these people and ran into one of the addresses, so it's quite difficult to find out who he is at the minute, but we'll find him.
The arrival of the Interceptors is attracting a bigger crowd.
It's a nice sunny evening. Everybody comes out and about.
I probably think that he's either going to be in one of the houses here, or being as he is a bit cheeky, he may well have just swapped his t-shirt, come out, mingling amongst the crowd, and watch what we're doing here.
A search of the Audi provides chilling proof that cops face far worse weapons than car keys.
Yep, they were armed and they were ready for it. Balaclava.
It's a pool car, isn't it? So it's a pool car, so balaclava in a box, brand new.
They suspect it's a pool car, a vehicle that's unregistered and untraceable and often passed around criminals to commit crime. Getting it off the road is a result for Steve and the team. The black Audi was seized along with the knife and the balaclava. The identity of the driver is still unknown.
A very bright side conclusion we've got. It looks like a pool car, uninsured car, as we've mentioned before. It's got a hammer in the footwell, it's got a knife in the footwell. My guess would be that it's either going to be used later on, whether that's not tonight, whether that's another day. So potentially we've stopped somebody getting robbed or burgled. It's a shame we haven't got anybody out of it at this moment in time, but it's crime prevention, isn't it?
More than 300 motorcyclists were killed on the roads last year, with speeding being a contributing factor in many cases. And with a third of casualties being young men under the age of 25, Interceptors are always on the lookout for bikers who push the boundaries and put themselves and other road users at risk. And two bikers up ahead are a cause for concern for Andy Howarth and Claire Gray. Petrolhead Andy got his first motorbike as a teenager. Now an advanced Vipex rider, what Andy doesn't know about bikes isn't worth knowing. And he's well aware that speeding plus bike equals bad news. Catching up, the bikers appear to be racing.
It's just these couple of bikes travelling, look like they're in convoy and they're travelling quite quickly.
A bit of blue light and the rogue riders pull over.
Is it your bike?
Hello.
Is it your bike? Yeah. What are you driving like that for? Driving like you nicked it?
Pardon?
You're driving like you nicked it?
Oh, right, sorry.
The bikes aren't nicked, but someone may well be in a minute.
Overtaking everything that moved.
God knows what speed we were getting up to.
You can't have been that fast, mate.
Would you like to sit in my car and what? In fact, I'll get you some video. Stand by.
Set video up, man.
Right, young man.
Yep.
This is the video from my car.
Fortunately for the Interceptors, their onboard cameras never lie, as the driver of the Yamaha 125 can see for himself.
70 mile an hour.
I understand everything, guys.
Sound. That's what I want to hear. Thank you, officer. I'm sorry, I've been driving like a bit of a...
I know I have.
That's what I want to hear, because, as he says, you two are organ donors. Organ donors. Yeah. You're doing 50, 60, 70 mile an hour. It's only going to end one way. Because I'll be honest with you, when I was a lad, I got this exact same... And when you're getting off a cop, who took my bike off me as well, because I deserved it, you sort of think, you know what, you're right.
Meanwhile, his mate on the 50cc moped has some explaining to do.
Well, it's only a little thing, isn't it? There's not many 49cc mopeds do 70 mile an hour, is there?
His bike should only be able to reach around 30 miles an hour, but he was keeping up with his mate on the 125. And he suspects his moped's been modified.
So what you had done to the bike then?
Well, to be fair, I bought the bike like that and it's registered as a 50.
Yeah, I know it's registered as a 50, but there's no way on this earth that's a 50.
Sure.
Absolutely. All right then, what's the maximum rated speed that a moped can do?
30.
Right. So if your bike can only do 30, how come we've got it on our camera doing 50 odd?
Well, pipe.
Pipe, we ain't had. You're adding 20 odd mile an hour on top of it.
Modifying a moped to go faster isn't illegal, but failing to notify your insurers could mean driving without any cover.
I know words are cheap and stuff, but I'm normally a very reasonable driver. I always keep it around 30, 40, man. I genuinely do.
Yeah.
Obviously, when you're out with your friend and that, it's not competitive or racing, it's just where, you know, driving a bit, you know, because you get excited when you're out on roads with mates.
What you said to me is, well, I've been out with a mate, we've egged each other on to push his limits. That's what you're saying. I know you're saying you get excited.
I'm not going to lie to you.
Absolutely,
This is
I know.
it. Do you know what I mean?
Listen to what you're saying. I'll leave you in the company of my Barnsley friend.
The lads' little road race could have proved fatal. For their own safety, the Interceptors are coming down hard and seizing their bikes.
Just giving them to a warning isn't enough. We need to take the bikes off them and they've got to earn them back, and hopefully they'll learn from it.
But veteran biker Andy's not convinced.
Think about the padding that's in your helmet. What's it designed to do? It's designed to fit around this part of your face, not the big bit of your head. So that's all going to get stretched. We can't, you're right.
But they can make you walk home at a safer speed.
Stay safe, mate. Take it as a lesson.
Yeah, I will do.
The lad on the 125, absolutely good as gold. He's just been a bit daft, and he gets that, totally gets it. Other lad, different tale. He's got his helmet stuck on top of his head and he's wearing his... he's got his protective T-shirt and his massive rucksack that'll help him when he decides to jump off at 80 mile an hour. Sometimes you can't educate pork, you can only cure it, and that's what he needs. He needs the big hard stick.
The moped rider was reported for driving without a licence. He received 3 points on his licence and was ordered to pay £155. The driver of the 125 was also reported for driving without a licence. Both bikes were seized, and Interceptors pray their riders have learned a life-saving lesson.
I've had to go tell parents before of young lads that have been riding like muppets that I'm really sorry, but we found your kid in a field in pieces and it's not pleasant. And we've used the phrase organ donors. They are the mobile organ donors.
What learner plates on that?
Coming up,
Full driving licence?
the blunt truth for a learner driver.
Was I driving back?
Yes. Go on then, John. There you go.
And Interceptors prevent a road fatality.
You are spiky. Oh God, they're really spiky.
It's kicking off in Leeds, where Interceptors Chris Bastow and Sophie Hawkswell are racing to assist with a pursuit.
Runway 64, reporting with a 40.
Wrong 64, yeah?
But before they arrive, the pursuit's called off.
A vehicle's failed to stop in Gibson for one of our firearms sergeants. Unfortunately, he's tried to pursue it, but it's gone the wrong way on a dual carriageway, so he's aborted it because it's not safer to continue. So basically what we're doing is we're going into the area to see if we can drop on it again in a safer environment.
Known to fellow Interceptors as Big Dog, Sophie's a pro Thai boxer and fitness fanatic. She may be on the hunt for a car that escaped cops earlier, but she's caught the scent of something closer by. This learner driver bunny hopping towards the Big Dog like a hare to a hound.
So you're teaching him how to drive? He's got learner plates on that?
Yeah, he ain't got a licence. I'll put one on that and see where he goes.
X-ray 044. Moving vehicle, please, on Bellbrook Grove.
They run the car registration past control.
Thank you. That's coming back to me at a black Honda Civic. Got no report. Insurance and MOT held.
Yeah, it's received, thank you.
It checks out, but for one thing. No learner driver on the insurance.
Place to stop.
Hi there, Paul. Is it yours?
Yeah.
It is yours. Are you insured to drive it? Do you have full driving licence?
No.
Are you on a provisional?
Yeah.
Who's driving with you?
It's my dad.
It's your dad. All right, do you just want to come and take a seat in car?
Sophie goes to have a word with the driver's dad. But there's no sign of him.
How we doing?
Doing good.
Good.
Just so you know, he just said his dad's been driving with him. From what I can see, it's two young men in the car, so I'm just going to get their details.
Okay. Do any of your friends have driving licences?
No. They're just normal passengers.
Just normal passengers?
Yeah.
Right, now you've got an L licence, so a provisional licence, yeah? Do you understand that you need to be supervised at all times whilst driving?
No, I didn't know.
Right, yeah, because you've just said that your two friends are normal passengers and they don't have driving licences. So that means you're driving unsupervised, so you're driving otherwise than in accordance with a licence.
Learner drivers need to be supervised by someone aged 21 or over who's held a full driving licence for at least 3 years.
Are you taking it?
There's no two ways about it. You haven't got a licence to drive it unsupervised, so it will be seized.
So it will be taken?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Because you're not driving as you should do, are you? You said you weren't aware, but when you've applied for a provisional licence, it'll go through that with you and it'll tell you how you can drive.
Oh, I didn't read it.
Well, there we go. You should have read it.
Was I driving bad?
Yes.
His story's got more holes than Tetley. There's no sign of Mystery Dad and no sign of this guy on the insurance.
The name you've given me is not on that insurance policy for that car, and your name is also not on it as a named driver.
And you're in bad company. There are thought to be 25,000 learners driving on British roads without insurance. And it turns out that this particular learner has failed to learn from his previous mistakes.
And you've already got points on your licence?
Yeah.
Right.
That's from before.
Yeah, I'm just going to have a look. So you've got 8 points already. Drive otherwise.
I'm able to drive.
When you say you're able to drive, you've got a provisional licence. That doesn't allow you to drive unsupervised. So you shouldn't be driving that car unless someone is with you.
I know.
And then we've had numerous hits.
I'll fill this out and then you can be on your way.
The learner with a load of points was reported for driving without a licence and insurance. His car was seized, but he failed to learn his lesson. Since this incident, he's been stopped a further 2 times by police for the same offences. He attended court and received a £855 fine, 8 points on his licence, and a 6-month disqualification.
8 points? 8 points on a provisional licence and then driving in accordance and without insurance? That's just nuts.
Oh, he's been done for no insurance before as well. There's a surprise.
Don't imagine my surprise.
That was where he got his 8 points from.
Interceptors come down hard on lawless road users, but some must be handled with kid gloves, like the road hog up ahead.
Come on, Hedgehog. Come on. Come on. Off you go. Come on. Come on, Hedgehog. Go on. There you go. Go on, pal. Go. Yeah, that's it.
It looks like Spike's going to go off-road, but then...
Oh, no, 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 no. No. No.
He makes a dramatic U-turn heading back towards oncoming traffic.
Save it. Save it. There's a car coming. Save it.
This is a job for Big Dog.
Come on, little hedgehog. You need to go this way. Oh, I need some gloves or something. Come on, little guy. How spiky do you reckon hedgehogs are?
Quite spiky.
Spike is in grave danger, and not just from passing traffic.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Oh, I nearly killed him with a battery. You're all right, little hedgehog dude.
It's a near miss with a battery.
No, you tried to save that hedgehog and it died. It's brilliant, because you dropped something on it. Oh, you are spiky. You are spiky. Oh, God, they're really spiky.
Sophie's no stranger to prickly customers, but this one's a bit of a handful.
Ooh. Really spiky.
I think that's job done now.
But animal lover Sophie's not satisfied that the rescue mission's complete.
Oh, I wanted to put it in the bushes over there to make it
Should I get some black gloves?
Have you got thicker ones? Yes.
I think so. You never know when you're going to come across a hedgehog in need. Right. Let's go save the day. I don't know where your head is.
No, it's really, really tucked in.
The hedgehog could be protecting itself from another assault from a battery.
There you go. Sorted.
Black gloves work better than blue gloves, though.
I just use a bit of common sense. What a joking.
The road hog made good its escape, and no further action was taken. Another disaster averted by the Interceptors.
It's the best job we've had tonight.
Yeah? Yep, that's one life saved. He can go back to his hedgehog family now. Oh, I love it. So much fun.
The Interceptors are back at the same time next week. You can try and hide, but there's no escape from this crack police team for those on the run. Manhunt Catch Me If You Can is brand new Thursday at 9. Next, we're getting steamy at the hot springs with Tony Robinson on the latest leg of his tour around the world by train in Beppu, Japan. That's after a quick news update.